Kurinji Senior Secondary School, CBSE, Namakkal.
Successful result producing school in state every year.
Administered by the Board of Directors with over 35 years of experience in the teaching field.
Special attention on art, craft, music, dance, silambam, yoga, skating and karate.
Focus on Hindi Sabha and Spell Bee Olympiad exams.
Smart class for effective and innovative learning and well-furnished library.
Solitary importance on sports and games in state and national level.
WhatsApp facilities to know activities of students and school inside the campus.
Free bus for LKG to 8th standard.
Free, hygienic and nutritious food.
NEET, JEE, IIT coaching experts from Rajasthan and Andhra Pradesh along with our effective teachers.
Admission registration for classes LKG to +2.
Kurinji Education Institution, Kavetipatti, Namakkal. Admission in progress. CBSE, KG to 12, contact 9025895176. Metric 6 to 12, contact 9344567484. For online admission, log on to www.kurinjischoolnkl.in.
Good morning students. In this video session, I would like to continue previous video concept. In the previous video, we started physiology of digestion. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುನ್ನಾಡಿ video digestive glands we completed. With the help of the digestive glands, in the alimentary canal different places, different digestive enzymes are secreting by the different glands. Okay. Now in this, with the help of that enzymes, how our taken food is going to digest in the alimentary canal. That topic we have to continue in this video session. Let me start today video session. Students, see physiology of digestion or mechanism of digestion. See pointer place parunga in this corner. Physiology of digestion or mechanism of digestion. Okay. Beginning of the digestion, human digestion, one thing, nutrition. In the nutrition contains the different steps. Nutrition means the taking of the food. After taking of the food, ingestion, that taking of the food we call it ingestion. After that digestion, next absorption, assimilation and egestion. These are the process. 10th standard we studied. So here in this 11th standard, what are the mechanisms are involving in the digestion also we are learning. See, in the physiology of digestion, it is a general process. Already several times we discussed non-diffusible food particles, food substances are converted into the simple diffusible forms. Nothing but complex substances are converting into the simple substances, simple absorbable substances. What are that also we know? Carbohydrates, fat and proteins are non-diffusible. It is not directly absorbed in the intestinal places. Okay, so it want to convert in the simple absorbable or diffusible forms. What are the carbohydrates are converted into the glucose, and then proteins are converted into the amino acids, fats are converted into the glycerols and fatty acids. Glycerols and fatty acids. How these process will occur? The process totally we called as a hydrolysis of the food. Hydrolyzation of the food items. Okay, in taking food. Now these are total process, digestion process, accomplished by with the two different process. Okay, two different steps. One is mechanical digestion and another one chemical digestion. Mechanical digestion means it does not involve any enzymes. Simply it is a mechanical work. Okay, when you keeping the something food in the mouth, with the help of our teeth we are chewing, correct now? With the help of the tongue, in the tongue chewing time saliva is mixing, correct now? So that chewing is a mechanical process. Okay, so complex particle, bigger particles are break down into the small particles. Along with that churning movement in the stomach and peristaltic movement of the esophagus, it shows something churning movement. Churning movement means when you are extract the fat from the milk, curd onwards, we are doing the one type of movement in the vessel. Such a movement we call as a churning movement, rotationable movement. Okay, churning movement. These two are mechanical digestion. And then chemical digestion wise, the hydrolyzation of the enzymes, because of previously there were several enzymes secreting by the several glands. That glands onward secreted enzymes are play an important role in the conversion of the complex molecules into the simple molecules. Now, how the process is happens, step by step we want to discuss. See, first process start in the buccal cavity, digestion in the buccal cavity. Here when you are felt hungry, you are take something food. That food containing with different type of components. Okay, then in that different type of components, starch, especially starch, is mixing with saliva. Mixing with saliva. Saliva contains with alpha amylase, also called as a ptyalin. Correct, na? Alpha amylase also called as a ptyalin or salivary amylase. Especially in that place, pH 6.8. Saliva pH how much, Nana? 6.8. It converted into the maltose. Okay, that means carbohydrate. Starch is nothing but a carbohydrate. Maltose nothing but disaccharides. So complex molecules of the starch converted into the maltose with the help of the alpha amylase in the pH 6.8. Okay, in the buccal cavity, our food mixing with saliva. For my understanding wise, I wrote like this: food mixing with saliva, that we are masticated. Okay, masticated. All the maximum heterodont dentition containing organisms are doing the mastication process. Now these mastication after in the buccal cavity, food form will become one ball like structure. That ball like structure in the buccal cavity, that ball like structure we called as a bolus. So that bolus only we are deglutation. Deglutation means swallowing. Okay, and then the 30% of the starch is hydrolyzed into the disaccharides. That means digestion begins at the place of the buccal cavity. Other than starch particle is anything never start anything digestion in the buccal cavity, because of there is no any enzymes for digestion of that particles. Okay, and then in this saliva, lysozyme it contains. So in that lysozyme, the saliva lysozyme, it is a antibacterial agent. We know, we already studied. So this is the prevent the infection of the any bacteria, any bacterial contamination have present in our food. That bacteria is killed by these lysozyme, breakdown of the bacteria. So that's why antibacterial. So that's why we called as this is a physiological barrier. Physiological barrier means which of the pathogens it is entered to the inside of the body. In that time, some of the fluids are interrupt to their entry. Okay, that is a physiological barrier. Okay, Nana? Then, now second thing, digestion in the stomach. Okay, when you are fully masticated in the mouth, food item, it forms the bolus. That bolus fully masticated after it will swallow. So we are swallowing. By the swallowing after, through the esophagus, it will reach the stomach. So esophagus showing the something peristaltic movement, whatever it is. Totally, the carbohydrate, partially digested carbohydrate food reach the stomach place. In the stomach, gastric juices are there. Gastric juices contain several mucus and several enzymes. What are that enzymes? Anybody remembered na? Renin, prorenin and pepsinogen. Prorenin and pepsinogen. Here I wrote prorenin and pepsinogen. These and all two are producing from the middle part of the stomach. Which of the middle part? Fundic. Fundic part contains the chief cells. That chief cells are onwards these two proteolytic enzymes. Inactive proteolytic enzymes. Now these inactive enzymes want to convert into the activation. So here when the food item enter the inside of the stomach, already in the inside of the stomach, gastric juice it is liberate these things. What are that proteolytic enzymes? That prorenin and then pepsinogen. Now these prorenin want to become a active nature. So here with the presence of the HCl, HCl also producing in the gastric juice. So pepsinogen in the presence of the HCl, it convert into the renin, prorenin, sorry. I'm point out the prorenin, but I pronounced the pepsinogen. First you have to tell, I'm telling about the prorenin. Prorenin, in the presence of the HCl, it convert into the renin. That means the pro means inactive, renin means active, double N, you should be remembered, because of in excretory system also one of the renin word will come. And then pepsinogen in the presence of the HCl, it converted into the pepsin. These two are active forms, active. When these pepsin and then renin both are activated, here protein digestion will start. Casein is a milk protein. Casein is a milk protein. So when the childhood, infant stages, that babies will take more oftenly milk. So that milk protein in the presence of the renin and calcium ion also. When renin and calcium ion, it converted into the calcium paracasinate. Calcium paracasinate. That calcium paracasinate, again below that line, calcium paracasinate, shortcutly I mentioned, calcium paracasinate in the presence of the pepsin. Here already we discussed pepsin. Then that calcium paracasinate converted into the peptones. And a little amount of the proteins in the presence of the pepsin, they are partially digested parts, proteins, that is proteases and peptones. Proteases and peptones. Okay. Here in the stomach, only protein particles only digested. Protein food only digested. Okay. In the buccal cavity, starch only digested. That too partially. In the stomach, this only will digested. This means here proteins only digested. Okay. That too partially digested, not fully digested. Now some of the concept I want to discuss here. Here when the food is reached the stomach, it will store the up to 4 to 5 hours. The food is stored the 4 to 5 hours. In stomach always showing the something churning movement, obligatory muscles. We studied in the histology of the different layers of the alimentary canal. In that muscularis we seen that muscular second layer, serosa muscularis is there now. That muscularis having the oblique muscles in the stomach. With the help of that one, always it will show the something churning movement and peristaltic movement. And then these stomach liberate the synthesis the gastric juice. That gastric juice pH 1.8, 0.9 to 1.8 maximum I mentioned. This is the essential for digestion of these proteins. Because of proteins digestion purpose, we need renin and pepsin. Without pepsin and renin, proteins are never start to partial digestion. Here, that activation of these pro-enzymes, prorenin and pepsinogen, it presents HCl only. So HCl maintains the high concentration, 1.8. So gastric juice contains the 1.8. That gastric juice also promote the digestion of the proteins. And mucus also secreting by the several gastric glands, spots. And the mucus act as a lubrication. When the food item is oftenly thoroughly mixing in the stomach, maybe the hardest particles of the food item maybe create the damages to the stomach wall. So prevention of that one, these mucus, it create the one coating on the wall. So it prevent the damages of the wall. And along with that, some of the gastric glands onwards, bicarbonates will secrete. That bicarbonates act as a buffer. Because of in the gastric juice contains the how much pH? 1.8. Always 1.8 pH should not maintain the stomach. Up to digestion wise, okay. After digestion also 1.8 pH is maintained means pH acidic condition is create the ulcers in the stomach places. So neutralizing of these pH, these bicarbonates act as a buffer. Buffer word is we will get it clarification in the chemistry. Okay, neutralizers. And very most important thing, HCl, it is a activation of the inactive enzymes. Along with that, HCl also called as a physiological barrier. Why physiological barrier? Here lysozyme and here HCl. These both are prevention of entry of the any pathogen, that too especially bacteria. Bacteria entry is prevented by or killed by with the help of these enzymes. HCl is one of the substance, and then lysozyme. So which are the secretions things are not allowing the any pathogen agent to the inside of the body. After entry of the body, how it is killing of the body, killing of that antigen or pathogen, especially bacteria. So that's why we call it a physiological barrier. This word, remember it, at 12th standard also we will study. Okay, and then now I am enter the second column. See, difference digestion in the small intestine. Digestion in the small intestine. Here I forgot to say one important thing. When the food is mixing with the HCl, by the HCl mixing, proteins are converted into the proteases and peptones, fully not yet digested. So partially only digested. That partially digested food in the condition of the acidic pH, such a partial digested food we call as a chyme. Here bolus, here chyme. The end product of the digestion in the stomach place, it produces the chyme. Chyme means a partially digested food with acidic pH. Okay. Now that chyme will enter the next part of the small intestine of the alimentary canal. After stomach is alimentary canal, next part intestinal only now. So in the intestinal, it is a major part of the digestion and absorption also. Now see, come Nana, in the small intestine, carbohydrates want to digest, proteins also want to digest, fats and nucleic acids. Nucleic acids means DNA and RNA. Okay, these things one by one we want to know how the particles are digested, how the components are digested. Here introduction, some of the concept. Intestine having the some of the muscular extrema. Muscular extrema means second layer. Muscularis kadana. That muscular is having the some of the circular and longitudinal muscles, two layers, correct na? With the help of that muscles contraction, it showing the something movement. That movement allowing the thoroughly mixing partially acidic. Here partially acidic chyme kada. That partially acidic food item mixing with intestinal juice. Intestinal juice containing with three different gland juices. One is a pancreatic, because of pancreatic opening into the duodenum part, and intestinal. Some of the glands are located along with intestinal wall of the intestinal places. And bile pancreatic open into the hepatopancreatic duct. Remember na? Recall it. That hepatopancreatic open into the duodenum place only. Addi sphincter is there. Whatever. See, so that different juices of pancreatic and then intestinal and bile juice, these partially acidic food thoroughly mixing in the intestinal first. Okay, thoroughly mixing after it initiate intestinal places having the 7.8 pH. Here stomach places what is the pH? 1.8. In intestinal 7.8. Okay, as usually here intestinal place it secretes the bicarbonates. These bicarbonates act as a neutralizers, because of in the gastric place onwards or stomach onwards, what it is enter the intestinal places, that intestinal places should not maintain the acidic condition. It must be need base nature. Because of intestinal juices, what are the enzymes are there? That enzymes are activate in the basic condition. So acid pH containing these chyme, it want to convert it to basic condition or alkalic condition. That alkalic condition given by the these bicarbonates. Because of these and all act as a neutralizers. Okay, one by one we want to discuss. First, digestion of the proteins. These digestion of the proteins digested by the three different enzymes. One is a trypsinogen, second one chymotrypsinogen, third one procarboxypeptidases. Nana, anybody can guess it, which gland onwards the three substances, three enzymes are secreting? Pancreatic kadanana, pancreatic glands onwards, pancreatic acini especially. So these trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, peptidase, these enzymes. So basically these and all not in active form. Trypsinogen is not an active enzyme and chymotrypsinogen also not an active enzyme. Now first these enzymes want to become a active condition. So here trypsinogen in the presence of enterokinase, enterokinase secreting by the in the intestinal place, correct na? Okay, these enterokinase, without these enterokinase protein digestion totally will interrupt. Okay, so here the inactive trypsinogen in the presence of the enterokinase it converted into the trypsin active form. Okay, and then trypsinogen in the presence of the trypsin again it will converted into trypsin. Okay, that means basically trypsin producing by the trypsin itself. Okay, self motivation, nothing but self catalyst, auto catalyst. But a small quantity of the trypsin is producing by the with the help of the enterokinase. Without enterokinase trypsin will not produce. So first trypsinogen in the presence of the enterokinase produce the trypsin. What it is producing the trypsin, again it is a promote the trypsinogen converted into the conversion of the trypsinogen into trypsin. Okay, and then these process we called as a autocatalyzation, autocatalyst. Trypsin act as a autocatalyst because of itself, its production, they itself only act as a catalyst. So here what it is producing trypsin. So trypsin production wise, conversion wise, trypsin only act as a catalyst. So that's why autocatalyst. Then chymotrypsinogen, this is also inactive form. This also in the presence of the trypsin transformed into the chymotrypsin. So trypsin, chymotrypsin are the active forms. Trypsinogen and chymotrypsinogen, these are the inactive forms. In this time just I will be recall just for prorenin and pepsinogen, these are also inactive forms. Prorenin onwards renin form and pepsinogen onwards pepsin form, correct na? Gen means generated thing, pro means previous inactive forms. Okay, as like here trypsinogen generated the trypsin, chymotrypsinogen to generate the chymotrypsin in the active forms, but these are all inactive forms. See, now when the active enzymes are converted into the active mode, now these converted enzymes, active enzymes are to start the digestion of the proteins. Here heading belongs to proteins digestion. Now proteins, already some of the proteins are digested in the place of the stomach place. Okay, what are the end products in the stomach? Proteins are converted into the proteases and peptones. So proteins, some of the proteases and peptones, what are that? They are producing from the casein, milk protein, correct na? So these three here I mentioned in the below, proteases and peptones, these two are called as a partially hydrolyzed proteins, because of here in the stomach place already digested but not yet fully digested. Now these proteins in the presence of the trypsin, chymotrypsin, carboxypeptidases, here procarboxypeptidases, that is also converted into the carboxypeptidases. These carboxypeptidases they are converted into, change into the tripeptides, dipeptides. Sir, what is the tripeptides and dipeptides? Basically protein means number of amino acids, several amino acids arranged into the sequence with the help of the binded with the peptide bonds. For understanding wise, in this corner I mentioned, this is one circle. This circle similar, just take it as a one amino acid. So several amino acids, these and all several amino acids. All amino acids are bind with the peptide bonds. These are the peptide. So this is one first peptide, second peptide bond, third peptide. Many more peptide bonds are present in the one chain. So that's why this is called polypeptide chain. That polypeptide chain also called as a protein. Now these polypeptide chain or protein in the presence of these enzymes, they are break down. Okay, tripeptides means 3 peptide bond contain pieces.
This is the first, second, third. So this is the tripeptide. Tripeptide, 3 peptide bond containing pieces. So from here onwards, this is one tripeptide, 3 peptide bonds. So a big long polypeptide chain break down into the tripeptide. Sometimes dipeptides, 2 peptide bonds are there, whatever it is. So totally proteins are converted into the first beginning step to tripeptides and dipeptides. Now I am taking tripeptides. These tripeptides, in the presence of the tripeptidase, already in the previous videos already I said, always every substance is digested by the help of the enzyme. Which enzyme it will promote? Ase. Okay, which are the substance is digested, the digested substance ending, we are adding ase, that is the enzyme. Here tripeptide, that tripeptide digested by the dipeptidase. So tripeptides mean 3 peptides kada nanna. Now it is break down into the dipeptides and amino acids. For example, this is the tripeptide. In this 2 peptide bonds containing one part and one amino acid is a one part. So amino acid is formed along with that dipeptide. Now that dipeptides again in the presence of the dipeptidase, here dipeptides, here dipeptidases. In the presence of the dipeptidases, it is also converted into the amino acids. So first proteins digested into the amino acids, that we beginning video time we discussed, correct na? Proteins are end products are amino acids. So up to now we completed protein digestion. Fastly seen on here the digestion of the buccal cavity that we completed. In the digestion in the stomach places, how it is digested, digestion in the small intestine. In the small intestine only proteins digestion. What are the different steps, what are the different enzymes are playing important role in the digestion of the proteins, we completed here. In the stomach, proteins are partially digested. In the buccal cavity, starch partially digested. Finally, I concluded with this in this video. In the buccal cavity, partially digested carbohydrates are there, that is maltose. In the buccal cavity, bolus is formed, correct na? And then in the stomach, proteins are digested, that too partially, that too in the acidic media. So that acidic media contain partially digested food we call as a chyme. And then when the food is enter the small intestine, that small intestinal basic condition, that alkalic condition 7.8, in this stomach, in this intestinal place, all the food items will digest. Okay, not only digestion, absorption also completed in this small intestine. Large intestine does not show any digestion process, just water absorption only. So in the proteins digestion wise, last the proteins are produced amino acid. These are the simple absorbable particle. Continuation videos, we will discuss fat digestion want to discuss, and then carbohydrates want to discuss here. Inga parnana pointer place, carbohydrates want to discuss, fat how it is digested, and then nucleic acids how it is digested. In the next continuation video we have to know. Okay, proteins digestion not just completed. Thank you.